Hey, what's up, everybody? So today, I basically just wanted to get on here and just beg you guys to give strength training a try in 2019 here. And what I mean when I say strength training is not, using all the machines and all this kind of stuff. If that's a place you got to start, that there are things that can be done there. But what I mean is literally working, toward the big four movements to start off with: the squat, the deadlift, the bench, and the overhead press, and doing that in like the 4 to 6 rep range. There's a whole it's a whole different discussion of why those things, why those ranges and all that kind of stuff, that I'm happy to have that discussion. But right now I just want to encourage you to give this a try. And the reason I want to do this is because I think that so many people have so many misconceptions, and think that because, so much bad info has been out there, that people just kind of feel like they have to try a certain thing or whatever. So I just want to share a few things. So like, I know, for instance, if you are somebody who is trying to lose weight or lose body fat, I prefer to say, then you probably think something along the lines of you need to, we won't even talk about food. We'll just talk about exercise. You probably think something along the lines of you need to do a bunch of cardio, or some like high intensity type stuff all the time, and then worry about like lifting weights and all that stuff. When you get closer to like whatever your goal weight is or goal body type is or whatever, and bulk back up and then like really refine it. The truth of the matter is, if you start lifting weights now, what happens is your muscle mass increases, thereby increasing your metabolism, thereby increasing the rate at which you burn calories and then burn fat. So that's just aside from, getting stronger and all the things that come with that, all the different benefits. You can go check out my website if you want. I've got a ton of benefits listed on there, strength training. There's so many things that it gives you that no other type of exercise does. And I would just encourage you to give that a shot. If you're somebody who is underweight, you're super skinny, or whatever, like I was always losing my backyard wrestling matches with my friends and such, the thing that you want to do is, you hear all of the hypertrophy or hypertrophy, however you say it, and like doing like the higher rep training and stuff like that, and you hear like higher reps are good for size, and you want to bulk up, and you want people to be able to see it and all that kind of stuff, and it's true that the higher reps, like 8 to 10, 8 to 12 rep stuff, does add, that is kind of with the focus on size. But if you think about this, like if you lift in the 4 to 6 rep range first, and you get a lot stronger, all of those numbers are going to go up. You're going to be able to lift a lot more weight in those ranges, and therefore increase more muscle mass. And you can do that much more quickly in this rep range, as long as you're eating and resting enough, than you can in that other rep range. So I would suggest you kind of build the foundation of strength first, and then add on, later on, those other accessory lifts or accessory, lifts with higher reps and things like that. I think there are so many people who have all these misconceptions about it, and I just want you to understand that that's not, there's so many things that aren't true. Here's one more. A lot of people think that squats are bad for my knees, like deadlifts are bad for my back. I've heard this. Squats are bad for your knees if you do them incorrectly. Deadlifts are bad for your back if you do them with bad form. So like, the key is learning the form early, and getting it checked and making sure you've got it solid, as you begin to up the weights. And so once you do that, deadlifts are the best thing for your back. Squats are the best thing for your knees because they're strengthening those muscles. You'll start to notice a lot of the pain you've probably had in your back, maybe in your knees, things like that, starts to dissipate, starts to go away because you are strengthening those muscles and the ligaments and the tendons and everything involved, and you're giving it reason to heal from old injuries. So I would encourage you to give that a shot. And if you're an older person on here, however you want to interpret older person, and you're thinking like weightlifting, I'm past my weightlifting days and stuff like that, that's not true. I mean, I think you would be so shocked if you tried the weightlifting, and you would just be so shocked to realize some of the things that you can do now that you thought you couldn't do anymore. You know what I mean? Because you're strong enough to do it again. I'm going to quit just kind of going on and on about this, but I just want you guys to just, and everybody, aside from a few people who have certain types of injuries, I would suggest that you give it a shot. And if you've got a question, if you've got like, you didn't mention me or you did mention me and I've still got questions or whatever, please just shoot me a message or comment or whatever, and I'm happy to go back and forth about it. I will do anything in my power to talk you into giving it a shot this year.